All right, guys, it's day 2 here on this pretty much abandoned farm job. It's not abandoned anymore, but it's for sure overgrown. At one time it was abandoned, so we are gonna get squared up here, and this is what's left of our day 1 of our first job. This was like the side farm, I guess the owner called it, but anyway, a little refresher. So this is where the grandkid lives, and the grandpa owned all this ground. He passed away, and it's been like 5 to 10 years, and he didn't maintain any of it and never used it all. So we came through, cleared out this pass. You literally couldn't even walk through this. That barn door was just covered in overgrown brush. There were small, medium-sized trees, I would say about 10 years old, and so that's what we got done. That was day 1. Now day 2, we're going over to the big farm, I guess the main farm, and it's actually right next to his house. So that's the main reason why he wants it done, and he was really happy with what we did on day 1. We didn't have day 2 like written down, set in stone that we were gonna do it until we saw the work that we did. So this is kind of what it's looking. It's pretty dense, pretty big bushes, pretty big overgrown stuff you see here. Yeah, that's pretty thick. Some decent. We'll probably have to leave that tree. Those are some pretty big birch trees, or excuse me, pine. We have some birch back over here. I don't think we're going in there. We aren't doing anything that's kind of junky. All right, this barn door is covered up with some spruce, and then we're gonna go all the way back through. There's this little water tank thing, and it's a very similar driveway that we're doing. There's still rock on the ground, so we got to be careful. We don't want to get our mulcher into the rock, because that wears away the teeth like super fast. All right, so here's my drone view. I'm flying my DJI Mavic Pro. This thing is so nice, and that's kind of what we're working with. We're gonna make kind of a U driveway, and then it also connects to the house to the left. So that's the plan. This actually gets maintained by the renters who or the farmers who work this land, and they cash rent through the grandson. So that's kind of where we're at, where we're sitting. We just got to clear this because the farmers never maintained it, the grandkid never maintained it, and we got to do it. So let's get to work. If you guys are enjoying these types of videos, make sure to smash the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I enjoy making these types of videos. I think they're a lot of fun. All right, here we go. Perfect, and there we go. We're off. We're good. If you guys watch, some of you are probably watching on Grant's On the Squad second channel of us trying to do some real life farming. I guess we haven't really started farming, but on his farm ground, I got the skid loader stuck in a ditch, so maybe I need more virtual practice at running it so I don't get it stuck as often. But we're gonna get started here. Got to shut off the old power stroke. I love the platinum. I'm happy I got that trim. It was a bit more expensive, but I think it looks clean. And like I said, if I ever got to sleep in the back, I can easily do that. They make really nice blow up air mattresses that pretty much converts the back of your truck into a twin bed. So if I'm ever far from home and I don't want to get a hotel room, I'll just end up doing that. So Kubota's probably warmed up here in a few minutes. She'll be ready to go. But she's looking good. The teeth are still good. We've only put on 25-30 hours. There's the teeth for you. So there's an upper level, and then there's a lower one, and then there's upper, middle, and lower. And the lower, I put a lot more wear. Once I kind of got the technique of going high and then working my way back down, I can tell we're putting some more wear on the lower teeth. All right, she's warmed up. Let's get the old head spinning. There we go. You can literally like feel the inertia of it too sometimes once you get hitting some good stuff. There we go. We're grinding. And then this is what I'm talking about. This is my new technique. Just down and under, and it mulches it really fast. And these pine aren't too hard to mulch. They're a bit softer of wood. So we do get kind of lucky with that. And then once they're on the ground, this is the easy part. There we go. Here's a birch. Higher the better. Push. This one kind of leans. There we go. This is fun. Oh, forestry mulch, it's pretty cool because you do a lot of work really quick, and like the attachments, what you can do with these new skid loaders is pretty crazy. All right, let's get this guy on the ground here, clean up some of the tree limbs and drag it back. There we go. I'm gonna run a little time lapse here. I'm gonna try. My goal is always to get the big stuff, then I'll come back and get the little stuff, just because I don't know, big stuff takes longer. It's already noon. I had a late start this morning, not gonna lie. I slept in a bit because we worked late on our first day working, so I had to get some sleep. But I'll check back in with you guys in a bit. Enjoy the time lapse. Ugh, just got done with lunch break. Had my old sandwich the old wife made me, so I'm gonna get back to work. That was a nice little 15-minute break, and things are clearing out pretty good. We got all the brush undergrowth. The bigger trees are down. It's looking good. I got a spruce to take care of. Yeah, that's a spruce to take care of too. A birch. And then this kind of section is going to be done. Then we got pretty deep stuff. So I'd say we're about a quarter of the way there. I think we're working pretty good. I'm happy with how it's going. This is clean, nice driveway right here. So they'll be able to say if that driveway's ever blocked, they can pull in here, swing around, whatever. If he's got a big camper, not too sure. So let's get back to work here. Let's wind up the old blade. And I'm going to knock out this spruce and then the birch right to the left too. These are going down pretty quick. I'm happy with how the skid steer's running. Like I said, we put about 50, 60 hours on, or no, excuse me, like 30, 40 hours on the head so far. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of how it holds up. These teeth are the most expensive part. So I'm a little worried about like price and how they're going to perform, and if it's really going to slow us down, and when I should get new ones or sharpen them, whatever. There we go. Clean up that little guy, and then on to the birch. So the birches here are pretty skinny. There is a big one over there that we probably won't hit, and these guys are pretty easy to take down, nice and easy. So I'm in the market. I'm looking at Bobcat mini excavators so we can have another employee run and take out these stumps, because these guys were asking if I could get these stumps out of the ground, and I said I just can't. You're gonna have to hire somebody else. It's just I don't have the equipment for it. So I was kind of thinking we could get a mini excavator in here, one to clean out stumps, possibly down the road get a mulcher for the mini excavator if we ever do, let's just say, ponds or steep embankments. It mostly be ponds that we would be cleaning up, or something where you just need to reach over and get that slope. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It'll be key for the stumps, and possibly get a mulcher head on it too. And also if we're taking down bigger trees, it would be nice to cut down the trees, pull the stumps with the excavator, and then we can pile them up into a big pile for a burn pile or whatever. All right, there we go. That guy's taken down, and then I'm gonna start looping around here. So all this stuff is maintained from the farmers who rent from the landlord, the grandson. So we don't got to go over there. It's actually not as big as I thought it was going to be when he was talking on the phone. So I'm hoping to get out of here by dark, and it's about 2 o'clock. So I took a late lunch, and the sun around this time goes around down at like 6:30. So we still got a ways to go, but I think we'll get out of here. All right, we're making good pace. It is later in the day. It's about 5 o'clock. We have about an hour and a half to get up and out of here before the sun goes down, and we're well over 75% of the way. We do have some pretty dense, some pretty thick stuff that we got to take out, but it's pretty tall too. So we're gonna get to work here. It's we're gonna tackle. I think this is our biggest tree we're gonna take down today. Is this spruce? The diameter is right around 8 inches, 9 inches. So this is gonna be our biggest one. All right, there we go. 8 her up. Now let's just grind this limb here on the ground. It's pretty much the whole entire tree on the ground. There we go. I'm loving the Kubota. Some things that guys talk about, or like when I bought it, is that it could overheat the hydraulics, but I got a cooler in it, so it cools the hydraulic oil, or the hydraulic fluids, and we haven't had any problems at all. It hasn't been that warm too, but we've been running it for a long time without it cooling, so it's doing good. And there we go. A little bit left. I can start to see the road. Some 3 big trees and little bushes that don't take long at all. It's the trees that take the longest. So, all right, and we're done. We are done. We made it all the way. I probably shouldn't drive on the road. We'll go back this way, but I think it turned out pretty good. I think it turned out really good. He'll be happy with it, and now he can access this and start getting to his barns. Not too sure kind of what he's going to do with it. I didn't ask too much, but one thing I wasn't able to take out, and I told Mike on it, was this big birch right here. I just can't take it out, man. It's pretty big. The root system would be pretty big. So I told him, hire somebody else. It's just not my right now. In the future, I want to take out stuff that big, but all I got is this skid loader. I could pull the chainsaw out, cut it, and then I don't really know what to do. I would have destroyed the fence probably, and I don't really know what to do with the ball roots. Skid loader, I mean, it would take some time, but I don't know. I'm just not the man for the job right now. Maybe once I get the excavator, that would be a bit easier of a job. But there we go. She's up. She's good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, smash like button like always. The sun's going down here, so I'm going to get out of here. I think the F450, she looks good. I pulled it right up on here just for fun. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.